Hi guys, welcome to the channel. My name's Claire, this is Polly Put the Petal on, and today I've been sat here for about 15 minutes pontificating. Being up, I was over there, I came back here. I have no clue what this video is about. But I'm feeling like a huge ball of emotion. And I thought, well, I'm going to come on and not to burden you with it, but to see if you know, if you've been through it and stuff. I'm all right and everything's all right. To the left of me, I have a cup of tea. You can tell when something's wrong. I've got tea and chocolate. So I've got some cubes of chocolate off a big strip, off a big bar. And I have got fluffy socks on my lap. They don't quite match my t-shirt. In fact, they clash. But I'm going to put them on because I need some comfort. So, you know, it's that thing that, you know, I'm sure I was warned about. Never thought, you know, it would have an impact on me, really. What do you do when your teenagers are... I haven't got an empty nest. Not by any standards. They're still at home. You're going to think I'm a right mardy bum now. But, you know, my son, he never comes out of his room. He's not a social butterfly, whereas my daughter is. She's quite flighty. She's hardly ever in. But, you know, my son, last night I was in bed and my kids communicate via text from their bedrooms. You know, I've got one on each wall, but, you know, they don't come through and discuss. So the first text I got was my son saying, you know, when he gets his results, his A-level results, I think he gets them on the 10th. I mean, I'm struggling this month. It's my sister's birthday, Donna's birthday, who passed away in December. So, you know, I'm already on the edge. So he texted me and said, you know, on the 11th, get the results on the 10th, and on the 11th I'm going to Newcastle. I thought, hello. What are you going there for? He said, clubbing. I thought he's never been clubbing in his life. And I'm struggling. You know, he's going for 3 nights. You can't go clubbing for 3 nights. Then I was checking all the clubs in Newcastle, Quayside, I think he said. Now I know that a couple of my YouTube friends are in the northeast, so you can you can please give me some good feedback. So I googled nightclubs, and they don't. I'm going to sound really old now, but trust me, I really am not. You know, I've been a tearaway in my time. You know, I can't believe that clubs, you know, they open at 11 o'clock at night, and I'm just worried. You know, I'm worried. And he's going away for 3 days, and that's never, unless when he was at primary school, you know, when he went to various school trips and stuff, he doesn't stay away from home. So I'm struggling with that. And it might sound bizarre to you, but it's real. You know, I feel quite emotional. I'm very worried. As you know, I'm an anxious person. I have touched on that. I have generalized anxiety. I worry about everything every day. And I have scenarios. I play scenarios out in my head that they're very dark, and they've never even happened. So I have to literally say out loud, stop, because it's ridiculous. So I'm very anxious about that. Same text. Same scenario, different text came through shortly after I was questioning my son and we were firing texts back and to each other, even though, like I say, he was in his bedroom. And it was my daughter. I'm not coming on holiday with you now. And I thought, why? So she wants to go abroad. So she's going abroad, her first holiday abroad. with her friend. And it just coincides with, you know, with the time that we're away. Not quite, I mean, she'll be here, but just as we're coming back, she'll be going. So, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I've sat on my bed today and I've cried. And there's Alfie, you know, he's 13, and of course I've got the anxiety kicks in. The anxiety is this might be our last holiday with Alfie, you know, and then the other side of it is that it seems that it has been the last holiday as I am struggling. They are life for so long. She ain't going on holiday. Ridiculous, isn't it? I wouldn't mind if she was going on holiday, but still coming with us. I'm just struggling with the it's a change. And like I say, I haven't got an empty nest. Oh, you'll have to forgive me, guys. I am emotional. You know, and I am thinking of my sister too. But I don't like it, and I don't know what you know, and I thought, well, how's it going to be when they do leave home, you know, and I do have that empty nest, and how do you cope with it? What do you do? You know, I see people on YouTube, brand new mums with brand new babies saying, oh, I don't, you know, when they're 2 weeks old, saying, I don't want you to grow up. You know, your initial thought is, don't be silly, you know, they're only 2 weeks old, but in actual fact, it passes that fast that before you know it, you know, they're going into school, into nursery, then from nursery to primary school, and from there, you know, into high school and further education. And it's flashed by in the blink of an eye, you know, and it's all gauged by 6 weeks in school, 6 weeks off, 6 weeks in, 1 week off, you know, and it's all gauged by the 9 to 3, 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock school run, and you know, it's all gauged by that. And so because you're so busy and hectic in getting all that done, you get to my place now and you look behind you and you think, crikey, you didn't see that, you never saw it coming. So I know I you know, I know I'm being a little bit but I did say I am feeling emotional, you know, and they've not left home. Could you imagine when they do? I'm going to be a nervous breakdown. Well, I'm not going to be a nervous breakdown, I'm going to have a nervous breakdown. I just find it really, really hard, guys. You know, I was one of those mums, and a couple of mums that I know, you know, my friend Mary, she's the same, that looks forward to the holidays, you know, to have them, oops, low battery, sorry guys, to have them home with you. And you know, I'm happiest when my kittens are in their basket, you know, and you know, I said to my son last night, I have to let him go, and because this is a test for my son, you know, he was meant to go to university in September, but he's deferred for a year, and you know, he won't be at home anyway, and I have to let him do this, and again with my daughter too, I have to let her do it, and I'll be all right now. I've had a cry, but I needed to share it. because not a lot of people will understand it. And when I thought, well, I'll do this little video, because I thought, well, I'll reach out to those of you, because I know there's a lot of you with grown-up children, because you tell me you've got grandchildren and stuff. And I thought maybe, you know, you could give me some guidance. And do you know, I'm sure it's trying to snow outside. Can't be possible. Perhaps that nervous breakdown is closer to me than I think. No, honestly, it really does look as if it's snowing. But anyway, so if anybody's got advice on the empty nest syndrome, even though I haven't got an empty nest, you know, it's all change, isn't it? It's all... I mean, thank goodness I've got my YouTube, because I'd have had absolutely nothing, guys, because I don't work, as you know. I've got ill health, and I'd have had nothing if I didn't have my YouTube. At least I've got my YouTube, and I'd have had nothing had I not gone to college and finished up my floristry. You know, did level 2 in my floristry. I did level 1 when I was 17, and then when I was well, it was I don't know exactly how old I was, but it was because I can't deduct 2 years off my age. 48, 49, which was in I started 2018, finished in 2019. You know, on my level 2 floristry, and if I didn't have that, and I wasn't on YouTube, then I wouldn't have anything. So I have to, you know, try and soldier on. But I do find it upsetting that they are leading different lives away from me. I'm not even going to go back there, because I'll just cry again. You know, I've always been close to them. And I think it's almost like a rejection, you know, if you can understand that. Like, they don't need me. I've become redundant. They want to go and spend time with other people. And I'm thinking, how dare they? How dare they? You know, I'm not offended. But, you know, am I being silly? I don't know. I don't know how it goes. Well, for those of you who've got young children, you know, and you think, oh, I'm fed up of this kid, don't be. Because one day, you know, because we all get fed up of our kids, don't we? I get fed up of my teenagers at times, and I think, will you just go, please? You know, not to leave home, but, you know, out of my space. But, you know, there will be a time when they do, and it guts you. And like I say, mine haven't even left home. That, you know, they're only going on holiday and a short breakaway, Newcastle, and I'm not entirely sure where she's going. She's waiting for, I think there's going to be a travel announcement again on Thursday, so she's waiting for that before she books. You know, about all these amber countries and stuff. I don't know, because I chose to stay in Great Britain this year for my holiday, without air travel and stuff because of the COVID. So yeah, so I hope you don't think I don't know, I just wanted to come on and talk about that. How do you cope with it? And, you know, how is best now for me now to move forward and prepare myself for that empty nest, you know? Because, yeah, you fill it with your friends and all that sort of stuff. But some of my friends, Mary and Kim, in fact, they're the 2 friends that, you know, that I see the most. They're the same as me. you know, they're the same as me, as in the fact that they're homely people. They like their kittens in their baskets. And Mary's still got as young as 7, so she's okay for now. And my other friend, my best friend Kim, you know, she's a very homely bird. She likes to stay where she is. She's a bit like me, actually. She has anxiety too. So, you know, how do you move forward? How do you prepare for, yes, I've got my YouTube, I've got my flowers, I've got my crafts, and I love you guys. And I don't just say that, you know, I say to some of my YouTube friends, you know, that some of us have conversations. I get emails from my subscribers and stuff, and I thoroughly enjoy it. And some of my YouTube friends say, oh, that's Alfie. Some, they say, oh, I don't get that, but I do, and I love my... so I just wonder whether you have got any words of advice, or, you know, is it all about planning? How do you avoid that empty nest and that emptiness feeling, and that feeling of redundancy, really? You know, how do you do it? Because, you know, I do feel a little bit better for coming on and having that little cry, but that's that's exactly how it gets me up here, very emotional. And I was a huge bucket of emotion before I came on. Like I say, I sat on my bed, and I think a tiny little bit of me was trying to make my daughter feel a little bit guilty, which is terrible. I know I shouldn't, you know, I need to embrace the fact that that I've brought them up to be wholesome, independent young people, and they're very lovely people too, you know. They're not tear arses, excuse my language. They don't mess about on streets, or, you know, they're wholesome people. And, you know, even my son was saying, because he knows I suffer anxiety, so he said, don't worry, Mum, you know, I'll send you as many messages as I can. And, you know, I will, when he goes in clubs and stuff, he will be, he said he will be sensible, and, you know, he'll be keeping his wits about him, which is good to know, you know. I mean, my daughter, she don't care, she's off. she's, like I say, she's very flighty. And I guess in one way I'm kind of used to her doing that a little bit more than my son. So yeah, I'm not even going to say I hope you like this video, because clearly it's not about that. It literally is just about me coming on and just sharing that angst. Is that the word? You know, that anxiety and that's sorrow, and but trust me, I am proud of them. I just feel a little bit bereft at the minute, and like I say, it's overblown with me because they've not even left home. I can imagine how that's going to unfold, unless I really do get some things in the pipeline in order to prepare for those times. Hopefully it won't be for a long time yet. I drop subtle little hints like, you know, oh, you'll be able to travel the world if you stay at home, and, you know, you're not having to run a house and stuff. I'm selfish. I know I'm selfish, but that's because I love them so much. So that's it, guys, for this one. I don't even know whether I will even post this video, to be honest, because, you know, I think if my kids saw it, and they don't watch my videos, thank goodness, but if they did, they would give me a telling off and tell me how embarrassing I am. But yeah, so I don't know. I just needed to talk to someone, really. So I'm going to talk about my next video now. Thank you so much for listening, and I am grateful of any advice whatsoever. I mean, you know, yeah, I would be grateful. Whoops. When I come back, I'm going to do a little Aldi haul. It's not going to be a massive one. I think it's about 7 minutes long. I filmed that on Sunday, and it was literally a shopping haul, but you know, it was to go with what I've already got in and stuff. But it's about 7 minutes long, and I'm going to do a couple of updates of what I've done with some of the bits and pieces that I've done, you know, the dry brushing and all that sort of stuff. And another little chat probably, unless something comes up in the meantime. But you know, I'm trying to just, because I'm trying to be a little bit gentle on myself, because obviously Donna's at the forefront of all our minds really, and I feel as if I've pressured my nephew, saying that we have to celebrate, not celebrate, but we have to get together, you know, for Donna's birthday. But in actual fact, his stepdaughter, she's 18 on that day, and I feel so yeah, I'm just going to try and be gentle on myself. So it'll be little bits and pieces just leading up to and shortly after that. So and then I'll you know, I will be doing, obviously I'll be doing DIYs and stuff and hauls and everything else that we all do on the channel. And I will be doing a little holiday vlog too, but I'll be -1 member, and my basket won't be full of my kittens. So we'll see how that one goes, because that, you know, she's my holiday buddy. You know, the boys generally go off and do a little bit of sea fishing or something, and me and my daughter go and do something, but it's not going to happen, so I've got to get that out of my mind. So I will speak to you very soon, and I think actually I'm going to put this up as a bonus, which isn't much of a bonus because I've just been crying, but I'm going to put this up, and tomorrow I'll come back with that very quick Aldi haul and this little update here, and then that'll be it probably till Friday, and then I'm not too sure because I haven't got anything planned. So take care, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.